afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Hey, middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. This time Jackson will throw it. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Now a 2nd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. Jackson now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Whistling brought in by Jefferson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
That's good. First down.
Hey, alert 33.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stop.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Nico Collins, 50 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Now he's going to step up and run. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ben, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Jackson. Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Panthers take over first.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A quick throw out of line, caught by Robinson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. The Panthers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Mayfield. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
180!
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
180!
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's that?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Regular.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Alert, alert! Up, up! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Stop!
To throw, Mayfield. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
180!
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Watch out!
Touchdown, Panthers. Trey McBride from 8 yards out. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Baker changing the play at the line.
Pistol. Run. Real. Point it right.
Mayfield now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, alert 33. What ain't regular. Hey, alert. Hey, alert. Up.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll let this go deep for Collins. This is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer Just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start with that secondary. Well, let's face it, a better win for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several.
Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
To throw is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Falcons first down. It's a gain of 32. And the Falcons first down.
You change it.
Here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
17 yards. It's 4th down.
Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jamar Chase, 29 yards. And the Falcons take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 22-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Regular. Hey, alert 30. Up. Run. Done.
Mayfield. Able to get this one to McBride. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Trey McBride. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking deep here for Chase. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now Baker going to change it up. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This one left side caught by Collins. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
It's 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a... Jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Atlanta.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Jackson going to keep it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I'll let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, Walker. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. From the gun, Jackson, touchdown! Kenneth Walker, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And fighting down inside the 25. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on fourth. It would be 58 yards from here. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
It's now second and 6.
Mayfield to throw it. Throwing a bit of traffic there, and that's complete.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
180. Regular. Alert. Up. Pistol. Done.
Here's Baker. Open man is Collins. He's got it. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Run. Alert. Hey, alert.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Hey, alert 33. Kings. Real. Hurry. Hey, alert. Run. What's that?
Mayfield. They'll try and do this himself. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Good. 180.
Here's another kneel down as they'll try to set up the game winner. Second down, goal to go.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good. 180.
McCaffrey going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. From the center of the field, this to win the ball game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, Parker, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Panthers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.